Okay. Here we are. We are here. Let's do this thing, right? Move you guys a little closer to me. So, today, we are going to be playing World of Horror. I tried to do this once before, and didn't record my audio. So, let's try this again so I can put out a video tonight, wherever we are. Don't need to really read this, doesn't do much. So let's pick our character. So Kiri Minami, Aiko Takahashi, Haru. Okay. Mizuki Masaki, Kuji Tagawa. Okay, we're gonna do Kuji. I think that's his name. And we're gonna go ahead and do. This is pretty normal. For difficulty, we're gonna start at Cultist because I'm not that good at this game yet. We're gonna start on Classic mode. Somewhere, a group of people gathers trying to awaken their master. So, we're gonna do Ithatu, the devouring fire, as our old god. Entropy, both your damage and your enemies is increased. This supposed cause of destruction of the Library of Alexandria, a perfect black marble statue, has been recently discovered and is currently waiting in the Museum of Wu for its long-awaited premiere. Alright. Yup. So, I'm going to go ahead and equip our camera. So I'm going to try and do a playthrough of this game, because I love it. I love this game, like, so much. Well, I say playthrough. I'm going to try and do a series of this, just playing it, you know? Because I love this game, like I said. So we're going to try a curious case of a contagious coma. More and more people fall unconscious and cannot be awakened. People who try to wake the patients up. More and more people fall unconscious and cannot be awakened. People who try to wake the patients up only end up falling into a coma themselves. A whole wing of the town's hospital has been dedicated to warding the comatose. Is there anything connecting these people, and how did this strange illness start? So, we have to investigate the village. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go downtown and purchase something from the doggo! Hello, doggo. I love you. We'll buy the steak knife so that I have something to fight with. And then we travel to the village and investigate. Feeling hungry, you entered a small local restaurant and ordered the daily special made with today's catch. Just where the hell did these fishermen go? Ooh, yeah, no way. The smell of the dish almost makes you sick, and you run out of the ghastly restaurant. Investigate the village once more. Walking through the village, you're suddenly pulled behind a building. Two menacing-looking masked figures block your escape. Sir, what? Masked men are visibly puzzled. Sorry to bother you, says one, and they disappear around a corner. An old man from the village hands you a package that should help you understand the illness. Avocado! Thanks. So we keep the dust of seeing, I think. Let's look for a weapon. That didn't do much. I'm gonna go home and rest for just a minute. Even though that makes my doom go up, I can't not. Through the dirty restaurant window, you notice a shady-looking man wearing a jacket covered in strange symbols. He stops in front of a house, visibly nervous. Before he enters the house, he turns around as if he's checking for any unwanted followers. What could it mean? Let's follow him. Oh. The door is locked, but you think you can repeat the knocking pattern the suspicious man used. Nothing happens. Blah, 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 blah. Come on. As part of the therapy, some patients took part in art classes. Some of their work fills you with dread. It's very Lovecraftian, and I love the work of Lovecraft, you know? You meet with your friend who has recently started her nurse practice. You lazily chat on the roof of the hospital watching the sunset. Now would be the perfect opportunity to ask about the recent unearthly events. Sure. Her stories about missing patients, mysterious surgeries, and a strange infection are helpful, but they kill the mood. That's fair. Let's get more items while I'm here. I might... Ooh. Let's buy the compass. And I'll attach it. Investigate downtown. You reach a spot where you and the interviewee agree to meet, and sure enough, she's waiting for you there. She looks nervous about more than just being alone with you. You're certain she knows something about what happened in that recent missing persons incident. Act friendly. Charisma check success. Woo! You act calmly, sweetly, and like you're a little stupid, goading her into letting her guard down. Before long, she believes you're on her side and confides in you about the last time she saw the missing person. Man, that man dabbled in magic. He found a journal. Sick. Experts are baffled by the sudden appearance of 20 stone statues lined up in a row in the middle of the park. You can cast one spell without paying anything. Well, I don't have any spells. I'm very stupid. You enter the hospital looking for information about a certain patient. The main corridor is dark and strangely empty. You spot a nurse at the registration booth. She's asleep from exhaustion. Set trash can on fire. Sneak past her. You manage to sneak past her. Unfortunately, the old cabinet squeaks loudly, waking the nurse. You're thrown out of the hospital. Okay, let's investigate the quarantine room. Where'd my... Oh, use the dust of seeing. Yeah, from following the old man's advice, you throw the dust of seeing in the air. It reveals weird elongated monsters hanging from the ceiling, one above every bed. Each creature is connected to a patient with an undulating tendril. You try to process everything. One of the disgusting creatures raises its head and looks in your direction. Guess I don't have much of a choice. The creature causing the contagious coma plaguing your town has taken notice of you. You must defend yourself or perish. I'm fighting a demon with a steak knife. This is gonna go over real well. These things hit like trucks. No, I beg. Oh, dear. I don't have that kind of reason, my guy. No! No! That encounter was the final straw. Your mind has snapped and you've been locked up in an asylum. It would be comforting to accept that you were insane, that no old god is awakening to devour humanity. The drugs haven't made these horrors disappear. Thanks. I should have unplugged the life support. Okay. Let's try this again. Something strange is happening in our town. Rogue figures can be seen gathering in the woods at night. People are going missing. Disgusting creatures are terrorizing the seaside. The rapid technological progress of the modern era brings comfort, but also new unknown threats. Old gods, malicious eldritch beings who ruled the earth eons ago are awakening as reality starts to crumble. Armed with clues, spells, and your dwindling sanity, you'll investigate mysteries across the city and in realms beyond. An old train slows down and stops at its last station. The other world is at hand. You finally arrived in the future.
Hello?
I like this guy. Until I get Akane. But she's my favorite. She's like a cult girl. Knows lots of spells. Somewhere a group of people gathers trying to awaken their master. This time... Let's see... Goizo. Banished to the other dimension a long time ago, Goizo has found a way to use mirrors to ensnare and teleport its prey straight through reflective glass. The glimpses behind the reflections are just the beginnings of a real nightmare. Yolaz, mad god, favors astronomers and magicians, granting them its gift of power that unknowingly brings Yolaz's bloated body closer and closer to her. Casting spells costing reason increases doom instead. Well, I don't use spells, so made it a little easier on me. Hey, maybe I won't die this time, you know? Quit the camera. That's unsettling. Weird, nothing happens. Empty bottle. Go into the bath. Get a bottle of water. And XP boost. Do I have anything in storage? No. Okay. Let's try this again. Eerie episode of Evolving Eels. Freaky feature of found footage. Bloody brief of the beckoning bulletin. Horrible history of a household hell. Alarming account of abnormal arms. Let's do this one. Alarming account of abnormal arms. I remember when it started. The woman next door was strangled to death in her bed, with no sign of forced entry. The killer was never found, and the apartment remained vacant. Okay, let's go to dog shop first. A discount item. An empty bottle. Thanks. Go to sick room. Let's not ruin the calm moment, because I don't like doing that. You enter the hospital looking for information about a certain patient. The main corridor is dark and strangely empty. You spot a nurse at the registration booth. She's asleep from exhaustion. It says trash can on fire. You set the trash can on fire, it causes widespread panic, but it allows you to rummage through the cabinet and find the information you need. Plus 10 XP, hospital threat level, +1. No, I didn't need it! The Anatomical Museum archives display specimens with elongated arms and jellified bones. -1 reason. Yuck. Doggo, do you have anything new? No, but I'll buy that compass from you. Give me the compass, doggo. Okay. Now let's investigate downtown. When you enter a metro car, you notice an oddly shaped package on the seat opposite you. It's marked with your name. You reach for the package, but hesitate, an icy feeling settling into the pit of your stomach. Ignore it. Leave at the next station in a hurry, hoping to forget the package as soon as possible. To the apartments. As you prepare a bath, you think about all the possible leads so far. You're very tired, so maybe ice cold water is a good idea. Use a cold bath. Your body clearly wasn't prepared for a cold bath, and you feel a cold coming on. Well, why even recommend it then? Okay, guy's not home. Despite your best efforts, you feel like the neighborhood is starting to change. Location threat level increases. Jeez. Not wanting to wait for an elevator, you decide to take the rarely used stairs. You suddenly trip, but grab the railing at the last second, and you get up to inspect what caused you to trip, and you freeze in terror. It is slowly standing up. Twisted corpse. Pardon? Oh no! I run away? I can't fight a ghost. What is that? One neighbor's complaining about her missing underwear. Great. Mr. Ooh, your neighbor, is a horror manga artist. He's struggling to come up with a satisfying ending for his newest story. Let's share my experience. Get rid of some of my experience, but give me more money to buy stuff if I need to. When you stop by home to pick up your lunch, you find a pile of letters in your mailbox. Just check them later. Okay, I probably should have checked them. Let's investigate the lobby. While looking around the ransacked room of your recently deceased friend, you discover a half-finished painting of a woman. Her skin is ghostly pale yellow color. Unintimidated by the painting, it gives you new insight into the madness that possessed your friend. Investigate the boiler room. You enter the dark boiler room and trip over the pipe. Cursing, you find a light switch and gasp in horror. It's not a pipe at all. It's a long, rubbery arm coiling around the room and ending in a ventilation shaft. Coming closer, you can smell something vile and rotten. You almost fall to the ground when you see the wide open stare at the dead pervert, his elongated limbs stretching and disappearing into the dense darkness inside his mouth. You find a tiny key. As the police arrive, the whole building gets searched. Following the arms, the detectives find the body of a man stuck in a ventilation shaft. Later, he's identified as the building caretaker. In his closet, police find pieces of underwear and voyeuristic photos of the tenants. The old god's circles. Roads leading out of town were closed by the police. You'll have to find a new way out. Investigating places located outside the city costs 1% more doom. No! Okay, a key. So we have one key. Put my bottles into storage. What does this go to? It can be used to open certain locks. Okay. Alright, so we've completed the elongated arms one. That was the first. So, I don't know how long we're going on for, but I don't really care. So, what we're gonna do, let's do eerie episode of Evolving Eels. While returning to your home, someone suddenly bumps into you. Did you know? You turn around. It's your friend living in the same apartment complex, Kana. That weird dude is back. You know, the one who studies fishes? Fish? You shrug, opening the door. Kana follows and immediately enters the kitchen. A while later, she returns with 2 cans of soda. Aren't you curious? What weird fish did he bring this time? She grins. Kana's a she? I suppose. Yeah, I guess so. Let's investigate the seaside. Which I probably could buy a weapon from here. Yeah. Yeah, I'll use the crowbar. Crowbar is always a good weapon. Let's investigate the seaside. The military exercise makes you feel safe, but are guns enough to stop the unspeakable horrors lurking out there? Probably not, but you know, we can always try. Walking on the beach, you discover a giant charred pit. As you wonder what was burned here and why, you hear a crackling sound getting louder as everything around you becomes scorching hot. Burning Man. Why? Spiritual actions. Sure. Let's sever their ties to this mortal plane. Oh, I have burns on my face. Corpse dust. Use plus 20 XP minus 2 luck. Can I do anything about that burn? You receive additional combat damage. It's not horrible. Well, that helps, kinda. Alright, let's... A woman jumps out of her apartment covered in gore. Between sobs, she tries to explain what happened. She was taking a shower and suddenly the showerhead started spraying blood. A trail of blood leads into the dark apartment. She's been calming her down. Never mind! Let's investigate the school. Dude's working at school, right? We could break into his office. What do you mean we shouldn't? Investigating gym. This is where we find the... Oh. Oh, hey! Using a key you found, you open the trophy case and take an odd golden goblet without a plaque. Constantly cold to the touch. Looks ancient. What was it doing in the school? I might be able to use it. The neighbor's office at school is empty. You do find a few jars, all filled with weird-looking eel-like fish. Despite your protest, Connor decides to take one jar home. Have you ever seen an eel like this? It's so freaky. Don't you have a feeling it's watching us? Not really. I do now. Connor, I have a burnt face, okay? Yeah, I'll do quick thinking. I'm gonna raise my dexterity. Yeah, raise my dexterity. That should be fine. It's a quick thinking, right? Yeah. Aha! Quick thinking. Peace of mind? Oh, well... Accosted doom! The telephone sounds and multiple voices are too loud for you to ignore. When you enter the apartment, everything turns silent. Gossip junkie. Hi, friend. Please go away. I'd like nothing more than for you to go away right now. Hell yeah. Connor was right. Someone tried to burn some papers. They must have been in a hurry because some of the papers look salvageable. You both return to your apartment and try to decipher the notes. Okay. Loud knocking wakes you up in the middle of the night. Open up, shouts a deep voice from behind the door. I know you're there. Call the police. Man escapes when he hears the police siren, but before he goes, he draws an unfamiliar symbol in blood on your front door. There must be something more we can learn. I'll try to break into his apartment tomorrow morning. I wonder what he's hiding in there. Kana, no! Crabs are feasting on a bloated corpse carried to the beach by waves. Search the body. Inside the man's pockets, you find documents that are all strangely dry. Did he really drown here, or was he brought here? That's a good question. Thinking about how stupid it is of Kana to try and break into your neighbor's apartment and go to sleep. Where the hell is she? Kana's gonna die. The door shouldn't be there. It shouldn't lead anywhere. More importantly, it shouldn't pull you in. Let's enter. Soy in the unknown. Lost in time and space, you drift in nothingness until something pulls you towards the light. The temperature abruptly drops and you shudder in the icy cold. You find yourself in the middle of a snowy wasteland. A sudden gust flings you to your knees. You inhale deeply, feeling your chest tighten and ache. Your fingers and ears are already numb and freezing. You have to move. Let's check the ISD coast. Ancient ring, my favorite. Ooh. No. 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 Anna. Cautiously enter your neighbor's kitchen. You are shocked to see countless jars filled with eels flailing around restlessly. Where the hell is Kana? Bath. Oh, the swollen body of your neighbor is rotting away inside putrid, murky water. Both his eyes are missing, with countless tiny blood trails leading from them in all directions. Bedroom. I found the neighbor, but when his eyes burst, I slipped on the blood and lost consciousness. I'm afraid there's something in my own eye, too. Let's go to the hospital. You rush to the hospital with Kana, getting a lot of attention from horrified people. Your friend is taken immediately to the operating theater, and you collapse on the chair in the waiting area. When you wake up, it's already night. Trying to ask about your friend, you are met with weird reactions as if she'd never existed. You rush to the operating theater yourself, but are stopped by armed policemen. Whatever happened, the doctor must have been too late. Oh no. You're still processing the events of the previous night. Corpse-eating eels that lay their eggs in eyes. Sitting before you, your apartment building, you watch the police officers emptying out your neighbor's place. You wonder if you will ever hear from your friend again. The imposing shadow cast by the old lighthouse is getting longer each day. The lighthouse gets one additional floor. Oh. Okay, so let's go. Well, I can actually. Can I level up? Yeah, wait, no. Time passed. It's about 17 minutes-ish. Okay, cool. So let's go back out to the town. Let's go to the lighthouse. Ominous lighthouse has been closed down for longer than you could remember. Enter. Alright. Go back to my house. Yada yada. Okay. Let's do freaky feature of found footage next. So we did elongated arms, evolving eels, found footage. Got it. These 3 students disappeared in the process of making a documentary about local folklore and legends of the nearby forest. Now on the first anniversary of their disappearance, a suspicious man has started asking questions. He claims to be a private investigator hired by the parents of the students. You said the parents of your friends didn't hire him. Who is he, and what did the students discover out there? Okay. Investigate the mansion twice. In the mirror, you catch a glimpse of something that shouldn't be there. The investigation can wait. It's time. A hot bath is too inviting. Okay, let's take a bath. Yeah. Legend says the witch was buried alive for kidnapping and murdering 2 children. It points you in a specific direction, potentially saving you some time. Okay, let's go to the school. The pool is empty at this hour. It's dark, but you could swear something suddenly moved under the surface of the water. Check out the lockers. Oh yeah, a wallet. Stole some poor kid's wallet. It's my favorite thing to do. Ooh. Might be useful. This also will be useful. I'm gonna buy this. Buy some salt. Because in the event I need it to be useful. Okay. So, pick up folklore studies this time around. And we're gonna up our reason. Or no, it's up my strength. Just walking through the park, you find a little girl crying alone. Let's take her home. You offer to take her home. When you get there, the terrified mother slams the door in your face. From behind the door, she starts screaming to get the girl away. The little girl calmly tells you that she can take it from here. Poor girl. Investigating street. As you walk through the village, crops waver in the breeze, following your every moment. Every movement. To reason. In the distance, you hear faint whimpering in the distance. In the forest, you hear faint whimpering in the distance. When you find it, you know what? Let's help the dog. Let's help the doggy. Aw. You free the dog, but the rusty mechanism snaps and the trap closes on your hand. Ow. You have a feeling someone is following you. What you thought was just a discarded pile of clothes suddenly moves as it stands up. A cloud of white powder is released into the air. Kinoko Gatherer. Sport. That's my favorite. It's my favorite thing. Sport. This is not a ghost type entity, is it? No, it's a plant? Question mark? Ow. Hell yeah. Okay, into the thicket. Into the thick of it. Cool. Stream. I don't have time for this. Reach a spot where you and your interview. Okay, let's act friendly. Yeah, we've already done that one. It may have been this time. I think it was. You have a feeling that you're being watched, and when you hear a branch snapping, you quickly turn around. There's someone standing in the trees just a few meters away. Confront the person. It's just a creepy scarecrow. Relieved, you decide to leave the area just in case. But that's not fun. Investigating the thicket again. Following the ghastly music, you find yourself in a forest. It sounds like closer. Ribcage woman. Yuck. Don't make that noise. That is the grossest noise I've ever heard. I'm not gonna make it. It said that a famous priest died on this rock. Perhaps his mysticism has seeped into it. Tap into his power. A new spell? Multiply wound. Sick. As good as string. Following a trail of rotten fruit, you stumble on a small forest shrine. It's probably dedicated to some local spirit. The small statue looks alien and menacing. More XP. Hell to the yeah. Thicket. The rumored witch house seems empty. Let's take the cassettes and run. Not being able to deal with it, you decide to grab the tapes and run. You wander aimlessly through the woods for a few hours until you're found by a search party. You lead them to the house, but the door to the basement is missing. The case remains open. Freaky feature of found footage in C. Rewards for solving this mystery. The forest is restless. Thanks. Knowledge is key. 30 experience. Through investigation. 15 experience. There's still hope. -3 doom. Tireless. +1. Reason is stamina. Time passes. Oh, I'm not gonna make it. Choose deduction. Probably might better raise my stamina. Dangerous bands of rioters are gathering around the downtown area. The police are hopeless. Oh no. Another key. Okay, so we did elongated arms, evolving eels, and found footage. Let's do horrible history of the House of the Dead. There are many old mansions around this town. Who Manor is one of them, supposedly haunted by a family of 4, but disappeared without a trace one summer. But it's the only tragic event that took. But is it the only tragic event that took place there? Investigate the seaside. I might better. I definitely shouldn't, but I might better. The ocean is hungry. You're stopped by a person with a knife. They look incredibly sad. It wants me, but I'm afraid I'm too much of a coward to do it myself. Can you help me? Talk them out of it. Hell yeah. Charisma check. After a long conversation, they hand you the knife and thank you. Resolve this event. The knife is probably in my storage, isn't it? Yeah, ritual dagger. Is this better or worse than my damage 4? No, it's not. Okay. Investigate the seaside again. Suddenly the air around you begins to whirl. A supernatural wave of freezing wind is... Brace yourself. You learn that the cliff the mansion was built on is famous for its extensive cave system. You decided to rent some books that might help you. Architect's journal. Let's keep it on me, just in case. Just for this one. You catch a glimpse of an art class. One disturbing painting draws your attention. Take a peek, horrified. You gasp in pure horror. The twisted faces, impossible angles, and enormous monoliths make you sick. Hi, doggo. I love you. Discount item. Blue gem. Get rid of the corpse dust. Actually, let's sell the corpse dust. What does the blue gem do? It feels cold in your hand. What is it? I'll keep it with me. Just like I'll keep the goblet with me. People point at and talk about a man on the other side of the street. He looks confused, muttering to himself while occasionally touching a festering wound on his cheek. You stop in your tracks and listen to the man's cursed incantations. Gain a spell. Third eye. +1 knowledge and perception until the end of the mystery. Effect doesn't stack. I would, but I don't like more doom. There's a rumor about strange lights appearing in the sky around the lighthouse. However, after spending the night, you don't see anything unusual. Okay, you feel watched. Retreat. I'm losing my reason. Overgrown garden. The round window of the crooked manor tower is calling you. You feel your strength drain away as you stare. Fight this feeling. Failure. -1 reason. Thanks. A parasitic storm is looming over the dying civilization. Is this the fate of our planet as well? Let's dig through the sand. Coins! Investigate room. You enter a room full of wooden statues. You are amazed by how realistic some of them look. So realistic, in fact, that you could have sworn with a linked pillar vampire living in the walls. Oh no. No. My reason. No. Okay. Well, that wasn't horrible. Well, thank you all for watching. Hopefully next time will be a lot more eventful. I won't have to redo the recording again. But anyways, thank you for watching. Hopefully I will make another video soon. And peace out.